same young cat. Same dusty jeans, same sneaks, same old hat. Same basketball, shooting it through the same old hoop. I often wonder why he ain't in school. It ain't none of my biz. Every night I see the same young cat. Same sleeping bag, same bridge, same old crap. Got me wondering where his parents at. I wanna ask him, but I don't, even though it hurts every time I pass him. So I U-turn, stop, hop out and holler at him. From the expression on his face, I know I probably scared him. So I asked him where his parents at. He hung his head and said his father doing life in prison and his mama dead. Then a tear rolled down his cheek. I asked him how old was he? He said 13. I wiped a tear from his eyes and told him don't cry. I know it's hard, but you gon' survive. Sometimes I feel.
Sometimes I feel. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from my home.
No correspondence from his family. He been living all on his own. I could never imagine being so young but so grown. All alone, he just happy to be alive. Despite his misfortunes, his soul will never die. So I took him up under my wing, tried to show him the ropes. God'll make a way, just have hope. So throw away that sleeping bag, say goodbye to that bridge, holler free at last. You never know where your next blessing's coming from. Just be ready to receive it, no you can't run. And he know I meant it. Then he replied, every day I used to see you ride by, watching me, now I understand why. Then a tear rolled down my cheek. Then he spoke up and said, I can tell you grew up just like me. Then he wiped the tear from my eyes. He said, I know it's hard, but we gon' survive. Sometimes I feel.
Sometimes I feel. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from my home.
Yeah, I know it's hard, but we gon' survive. Yeah, I know it's hard, but we gon' survive.
Without a home.
I know it's hard, but we gon' survive.